I'm gonna kind of give you guys a little bit of a heads up on what this video basically is gonna tell. Just like the last video I said, I do a couple of killers, couple of matches, show you guys kind of how I play each killer, give you guys tips on some of the killers' attachments and everything. But I did get a couple comments yesterday saying, I mean not yesterday, the day I did the Dead by Daylight video. I checked my comments yesterday. There was only two comments that kind of peeked out, but it was during the live stream, so they couldn't be fully prospered into the channel. So this is kind of what I'm going to go with. So, the last Dead by Daylight video, people were telling me not to go so overboard talking about the killers. So I'm not going to try to do that. What I'm going to try to do is talk normally. I'm going to talk normally about the killer, but I'm only going to talk bad about the killer if something bad happens. Say if I bump an object or I lose a match because of something. That's what I'm going to try to aim for. If I talk about anything else, I'm going to try to catch myself. So unfortunately though about the other video, I was not able to get anyone to tell me what killer I should be next. Because, well, I guess people just wanted to watch the video and see me rage or anything like that. Whatever the reasons for watching the videos are. That's all you. Okay, so anyway, the last video we did Leatherface, the Hillbilly, and I can't remember who else it was. I think it was the Doctor. I can't fully remember, guys. So, you know what? We're gonna go with, you guys know what? We're gonna go with Legion. Now, to be honest with you all, Legion is kind of like one of the killers I'm actually pretty good with. Like, every time I'm in a match, either I would kill everybody or at least one person would get away because of the hatch. And because normally when I play this game, I can't find the hatch. I legit can't find it as the killer. Whenever I do find it, it's only because I like spawned right on top of it, which is what I hate. Now, you may be wondering why I have so many of these Yumiko family chests. I hate that map. That's like a map token that allows you to go to the map you want. Now, many of you probably know that, so I'm just gonna shut up and keep going. Anyway, for any of the viewers that are watching, I just want to ask a question. If you know any good builds for the Legion or any killers that you think are like really good for those killers, or I should try to aim for, let me know in the comments so that way, if you want, I will try to attach them to the killers so you can see how they work or how they are. Some of these I have on here because, well, they were the only thing I saw that would work really well with this killer, because unlike other killers, this guy mostly hunts, and then he finishes off people once he's got them. So what we're going to do now is, well, number one is we're going to trade in this one, because all this does is gives you 10 more blood points if you do a hunting category, which is not really good. I guess we'll do this one, because it's really the only one I can actually end up doing. However, we will go to this. Okay, the Etched Ruler is kind of complicated. It allows you to fill your stuff faster, but it still takes a good quality time. So, okay, so what's this one do? Tremendously increases killer's instinct detection range. Yeah, I don't think we really need that. I think we need more of, like, hitting people, really. If we do it any other way, it's not really gonna do a lot. So, we'll do duration. So what this does is basically makes it to where my frenzy lasts a little bit longer. Now, I will say this about this killer, guys. His frenzy, I kind of suck with it. I'm not even joking you. Like, I kind of suck with it, but then there are some maps where, I don't know, I'm good with it because it's a big open map, there's lots of room to run and do stuff with him. But there are just some killers you can't run with. Like, there are killers that are good for small maps, and there are killers that are good for big maps. He counts as a big and small map, because really, with this frenzy, you can basically find everybody. Of course, as usual, the killers only have a couple seconds to react to something, which is what I don't like. Oh, by the way, guys, sorry if I'm gonna probably stutter a little bit. I have a canker sore on the left side of my jaw. It's not on my jaw, like on my gums or anything, like usually how canker sores are, or at the bottom of my jawline. It's on my, like, the side of my lips, so it's kind of hard to talk. So I'm gonna try to talk, just not as much as I usually do. For some of you, that might be a blessing in disguise. Who knows? Anyway, let's continue on. Okay, escape cake. Okay, so we all just brought stuff that makes it to where if they survive, they get to get extra blood points and survivor points. I get to get blood points for every kill and stuff and brutally injury I do to people now. So at least that's decent enough. See, guys, there's no one thing I do in this game. I go for the blood points. Sometimes I'll go for other, offerings such as, like, less chests, more hooks, or more separation of hooks. Or I might do, the killing Mori or something like that. Unfortunately, here's a funny story with Leatherface. I actually got the green Mori, which I didn't know meant you could kill anyone at any time as long as they were hooked. I didn't know that, so I was going to save that for the last person. However, it did not work out well. And by the way, earlier today I was playing Dead by Daylight, guys. I got a couple really funny messages because this guy thought I was tunneling and camping, which, complete honesty, I wasn't. I was using the hillbilly's chainsaw to get around the map faster. And then when I heard he got off the hook, I charged over there, and I was trying to stop them from leaving. However, that did not work out well. And then after that, I got some rude marks from that guy. By the way, for those of you who don't know what the frenzy does for Legion, it's very simple. What he does is he just runs very fast. When he stabs somebody, they don't instantly go down or anything like that. When he stabs you, you basically, like, give up heartbeats that show where the other survivors are. However, if you hit the same person twice, it ends. If you miss, it ends. You have to time it. And trust me, I hate that. Knew it. I knew somebody was here. And I knew they weren't going to leave that easy either. Now here's the thing about survivors when I'm the Legion. They always stay in that generator. The generator they were doing, they aren't going to give it up that easily. She will, probably because she doesn't see any way of getting rid of me. Which is probably your best bet, but here's the problem. Like I said, with Legion, it takes patience to use him, really. You don't have the patience, then guess what? You don't have the time to kill somebody with Legion. Come here. You see what I mean, guys? The second your frenzy ends or you miss, it's basically gone. There is something good that comes out of this, though. When somebody's healing, they have to heal. Otherwise, their status effects, meaning doing generators or something like that, it makes them screw up a lot. Alright, so where did these people go? Hi! What up? Always follow the blood marks on the ground. I also hate that, guys, by the way. If most of you play this game and you've had this problem, heads up. Go with something that makes them lose their stuff they're holding. Because trust me when I say this, every time I get somebody with that flashlight, they always wait to see where I'm picking somebody up. and they'll wait till I pick them up, and then they'll shine them in my flashlight, and they'll shine my eyes, so I drop them. I hate that. I swear to you, I hate that because it makes the game incredibly go much longer, and I hate it. I get infuriated by it. The thing about me is, about how I sometimes play the game, is I will try to get rid of the people who have some good items on them, such as lights or, flashlights or, med kits or a toolbox. If you don't have anything, I'm saving you for last, but that gives you a chance to get away. I try to get rid of people who have more of a threat on their heads than anyone else. The people with the flashlights, because they can save people more often than the usual person, then I'm going to use it on them. Alright, this is Jigsaw's little game area. What else I try to do as killer, guys, is I try to get rid of all the pallets. Well, because, number one, pallets are goddamn annoying. That's one thing I try to do. I try to get rid of the pallets because, ow. Because that's why. No killer likes the pallets. There's probably something else I should mention about being Legion, is he can take pallets and he can jump over them, but the problem is that his ability really doesn't have anything else that really helps him in the chase. This helps him in the chase, but all you can do is stab somebody, and that's it. The only good thing is when he stabs somebody, when he stabs somebody though, unfortunately when you stab somebody with your, frenzy, it sucks, because, it means that all the status effects they would have been affected by are basically trash. See guys, that's kind of why I hate flashlights, is because it just doesn't make it fair, because they know I have to pick up that person. And the thing is that they're just gonna wait to see if I do actually pick up the person to do something like that. And that's kind of what I hate, because they always wait. Which isn't a bad strategy, mind you. I just hate it whenever I'm killer, I always get that one person with a flashlight just sitting there waiting for me to pick up a survivor so they could flash me, and I have to start a goddamn chase all over again. Oh. The thing is about being the killer though, is you gotta get everyone on the hook as fast as possible, or at least injure them to a way where when it gets to the dead wire, anyone you put on the hook is basically going to die. And that's what they don't want to happen. Now this is why sometimes I don't like being the killer, because I'm usually facing OP players. Now, like I said, this girl with the flashlight, I would usually try to kill right away because, well, she's got a flashlight. She's going to be trying to shine it in my eyes. She's going to try to get me out of the way so that way I can't lift any of her friends up or people to do the jennies with. See, now like this, I wouldn't call this camping or tunneling. I was chasing somebody. I was chasing somebody, and you know they just happened to go the way I did. See, that's what I mostly get out of it, is, oh, you're tunneling, you're camping. No, I'm not. I just got there. Blame your buddy who ran this way, and, you know, somebody got you off, and you're just salty because you died. Like, don't blame me, and don't call me a camper, because I'm not. That's the one thing, guys, as a killer. I'm not a camper. If you rage and say I'm a camper, then guess what? You're just an idiot. Now here's the sucky part. Here's what I do know. All of them are probably rounded up right now. That's probably why they're not on any generators. Huh? Am I near somebody? I didn't even know I was near anybody, to be completely honest. That's the thing about Killer. When the music starts, you know you're near somebody. Here's the problem. Well, you don't see them. Oh, now I see this person. See, her I saw, but if I was near anyone else earlier, guess what? I did not see them at all. When you're the killer, you just have to have open eyes at most of this game. Because number one, it'll help save your life as the killer, but number two, it'll help you get a kill. But yeah, there's a future heads up for any, like, just wannabe killers on Dead by Daylight. Just, like, try to stay out of the flashlight zone. If you stay out of the flashlight zone, you're basically safe. You see what I mean? See, this isn't fair for me because they know I have to, like, kick something, or they're just sitting there waiting for me to do something to where my rain of sight is in them, so that when they shine the light, it gets me. I can't do nothing. You see what I mean? That's kind of what I hate about the people who hold the flashlight. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a strategy, and it works. The thing I hate is that it's always me who has people with flashlights, or people who think they're juking and they're really OP, when really they're not. I hate people like that who will sit at the gate, you know, going up, crouching up and down, and, you know, doing all that, thinking that, oh, we won the game, you suck. Well, here's the problem. If I was a killer that was able to one-shot you by doing something, guess what? You're an idiot. Granted, I'm not that killer, but guess what? You still are stupid. And I knew the girl with the flashlight was going to be right here. And here's the problem with being the killer sometimes with Legion. You're focused on one person when attacking, and that's what I hate. Because he can't work like that, and the flashlights are so goddamn annoying. Well, I found the hatch. Now, like I said, as the killer, if I don't kill anyone, or I do kill some people, I just don't kill all of them, I would rather take one or two than none. Because if you seriously could not kill anyone during the time you were being the killer, then you really need to work on the killer you are. For me, that's a different story, because if I don't kill anyone, that just either means I'm up against people who are in a party, so they're giving each other advice and all that, or, you know, something like that. If not, then guess what? It's my own fault. Now see, this isn't camping, I'm just trying to look for where they might be. Because they're probably not going to leave until either A, I go up to the gates and they're twerking in my face, telling me, haha, we're better than you, when really they're just complete idiots, because guess what? If I was a killer that was able to one-shot you, you'd be goddamn dead on the floor. I don't think any of them are going to try to go for their friend, or they are. Here's the problem with you trying to get everyone in your party out. One of you is going to die, and one of you is going to die and stay behind. I should know. I've actually tried to do this once with my friends. See what I mean? You get these kind of people. You get these kind of people who just stay behind and, like, do that in front of you. And that's what I hate. And, of course... Wait. She didn't have Decisive Strike. How could she do that if she didn't have Decisive Strike? She already used it. I'm sorry, but no, that was bull. She didn't have Decisive Strike. Yeah, I'm sorry, but no, I'm sorry, no, that's bull. No, I'm calling bull on that right now. You all see what I mean? That's bull. I had 2 people, and they both had Decisive Strike. Now, granted, they did use them, but here's the problem. The girl who had me already used hers, and you have to wait a whole minute to use that again. And I know for sure she did not wait a whole minute. I know that for a goddamn fact. See, that's what I kind of hate about being Legion. His power is good in an open area. And I do good with him, but on small maps like that, I'm more better with Leatherface because... Well, Leatherface's chainsaw, if I was up close to them, like I mostly was, he'd just be able to chainsaw them and, you know, put them on a hook, and his grill beat would tell me where they were, whoever hasn't been hooked. See, that's kind of what I go for. But most of the killers I pick are basically killers I know how to use because when they came out, I just kept playing with them. You know what? We're gonna do Ghostface. I haven't actually done a match with Ghostface before. I mean, I have, but like, you know, in a YouTube video wise, I haven't. So we're gonna do him because, well, I feel like he would be really fun to use at the time. Alright, so what I'm gonna leave this open, this area, because I wanna get this. This actually helps a very lot. Of course, it does have a wait time, but hey, it helps you. I take that. Telephoto lens. Slightly increases the range which survivors become marked. Slightly increases the duration of survivors. Yeah, I don't see how that would help at the moment. Okay, marked map. The annotated map of northern. Each X represented a victim of the ghost face. Mapping out your targets allows you to roam the streets undetected. Slightly increases the duration of the killer's instinct is visible. Then the killer is revealed. That sucks. That means the second you do that to somebody, they'll be able to see you, meaning that his ability would go down faster. That sucks. Increases movement speed while stalking. That's a good one. Because when you're stalking, you got to be able to move at least a little faster. That way you can get some of the duration in. Let's see. That's actually a better one than what I had on there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, well, this one would be good because when you get stabbed, you have mangle effects. But here's the problem. Here's the problem though. Most of the survivors I go into with Ghostface have either health packs or they have, like, you know, self-heal. So they can heal themselves. Here's the problem. With Ghostface, this sloppy butcher makes it to where unless they're fully healed, they cannot do anything. The generators are injured because of they're injured and all that crap. Now, I'm also going to do this because as Ghostface, I have a hard time keeping a grasp on somebody. Alright, what do we have here? Grandma's Cookbook. Backwater Swamp. Springwood. Asylum. The known fact about me right now, guys, is that when I was Ghostface, the last gameplay I did with him, like, not gameplay, but a match with him, I always got sent to asylums. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I am not going to pick that, but I'm praying to God I get sent to either a small map, or I get sent to a map that actual Ghostface can, well, Scream can actually, use his abilities. Now, if you don't know what Ghostface's ability is, it's kind of like Michael Myers. He's a stalker. He stalks his prey and then he attacks. That's kind of what his ability does. Once he stalks you for a certain amount of time, your person will turn red. When they turn red, guess what? One knife, you're down instantly on the ground. That's kind of how I play Ghostface too sometimes. Is, with that in mind. Oh, great. We have her. Okay, so Jane Ramiro, the person that guy is being the one that says Jane Ramiro at the bottom. She's an annoying survivor to go against. Why, you might be asking me why? Because if you somehow find them in a what's it called? In the things that survivors can hide in, the closet or whatever they're called. I'm trying to remember what they are. Anyway, the things like if you're hunters, the things that have the hatchets in them, closet, or either that or a hiding space or whatever you want to call them. When she hides in there, she has a perk that allows her that if the killer goes in there and before the killer has a chance to open the thing, which you have to be quick to do, you instantly have she can pop out and stun you for about 5 seconds. And it is annoying as heck because the last game when I was the Legion, I had to face her like that, and she kept going corner to corner of the map, keeps going into the closet thingies, cabinet areas, and she keeps whacking me in the face with the doors. I hated that so much. And believe it or not, I did rage from it because that's all that person was doing. All she was doing was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until her teammates, it was her and one other person. That's what I'm saying. She kept doing that over and over again. And the thing is, the generators were right next to them too. So when I ran past, she popped out and somehow it still hit me. So yeah, if I am being salty, yes, I am being very salty right now. But that's in the past though, so it's kind of like I kind of let it go, yet I still bring it up because it still haunts me that her ability is that OP. Okay, so Ghost Freak's ability can work here. Like you saw me do, Ghostface's ability, like I said, is stalking. He can basically stalk any survivor, and when they turn completely, as you can see, when their little character here turns red, one hit, you're dead. One hit from that. However, if you somehow make it out of that, I have to restalk you again until the time comes to where I don't have to do it again. The thing about me is, when I try to stalk somebody, I try to do what his ability is. He can crouch. The thing about Ghostface is he can crouch, which is good. Just like the pig, he can crouch, except his terror radius isn't stalk. I hope this girl that's on my horse doesn't consider this camping, because I'm not really camping. What I'm trying to do is get her little buddy that's here trying to save her. And I think she ran away. I can't see where she went. Oh well. Thing is, what I am going to do though, is I'm going to go to this generator, and I'm going to take it. Where'd she go? Ha, thought so. I knew she was gonna go back for that person, that's the thing. I can read some survivors, I can read like a book. However, one of her other teammates is probably gonna do something and get that other person off the hook. Which I can tell you right now is what I'm foreseeing. Never mind, she died. Oh, you sons of... That's the problem with being, seen. That's the thing about Scream that sucks. When you're seen, your power instantly goes away. So as long as you're not seen while using it, you are technically safe. Because, you know, it allows you to be safe. That's what I hate though. Every time I use Ghostface, he gets seen, and that's what kicks him out. Where the hell did he go? Oh, you chicken. Next time I see you, I'm gonna cut your face. Never mind, here you are. Here's the thing about being the killer too, guys, is they tried to juke you, which is what I really got dang. Because someone would come right up in my face and sit there, and when I try to do a normal attack, I do a lunge attack, because that's what I'm used to doing. Or with this killer. And here's the thing with Ghostface is, with the costume I kind of gave him, he literally is seenable everywhere. Which is kind of what I hate. So basically, he can't be sneaky. He can be sneaky, but in the way I've made him, he's very much not. I was about to say, I know somebody's here because I saw those chicken marks. Like I said, I usually stalk to try to get the people to, like, you know, be incredibly injured. Like I said, I usually stalk so that way they're incredibly injured to where I can, like, you know, one-shot them and put them on hooks. Here's the problem. Sometimes when I do go against survivors that are really good and tough, you know, like that, it's hard because, well, this is why. They know how the killers work, and they know how to avoid them. Which is what ticks me off, because guess what that means? That means you are completely helpless. You cannot fight these guys because they know every trick in the Scream book, or the, you know, that killer in general book. And you just basically have to go through palette after palette after palette. And that is what really, 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 really ticks me off. And this is also why. Because they get so turned around that I miss attacks, and it screws with me because, it, you know, I'm a killer. If I miss an attack, it slows me down, and me have a chance to run away. Now, I'm gonna do this so that way I can stalk and get this person high enough to where now that they're red, I can go one-shot them, you know, and call it a day. Hey, police officer, can I have a donut? Jerk, I want a donut. Just imagine that, Scream asking somebody for a donut, and that's the reason why he kills. It's just because he didn't get a donut from a police officer. Oh god, his story was really messed up if that was the case. Scream, the killer ghost because he didn't get a donut. Oh god. That's a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of like gig right there. That's like any killer who's had a tremendous backstory just numb out their why they kill to something so ridiculous it's hilarious. It's hard not to laugh at. Just think about that for a second. Think about, like, Freddy Krueger. Why he kills for a living. Just watch that. Just think about it in a different kind of way. Let me try to think. Like, instead of killing because, you know, he was bullied and, you know, he kills the children of the people who bullied him, he does it because his toy car when he was younger got destroyed. That's what I'm saying. If you kind of make it look like it's funny, people will eventually laugh at it because they'll actually think in consideration of it. Wait, what's up? Oh, hi there! Hi, hello! Hello! Ow! Now, this is why I wish all killer perks weren't just attached to one set of killers. This is why. Because most of the killers you need to be able to endure all this crap, they aren't for the killer. They're for somebody else. They're for another killer who, you know, goes through them a lot more different than you do. And like I said, if any one of the survivors see me before I get them in the red, it's basically game over for me because, like I said, it makes it to where I can't hit them one time and my power takes time to, like, you know, recharge. The good thing is, I have that attachment that makes it to where, you know, this duration lasts longer and that the redness actually stays a little longer, but my thing takes less time to, you know, recharge. This problem, she's going to the house. The thing is, I got, oh, no, I did not. I did not get rid of the pallet. And here's the other problem, she looked at me, so now I have to wait for my thing to charge right back up. Now, if I can catch up to her in time, I can slash her before her thing goes down. Here's the other problem. I'm probably not going to get that chance. No, I'm not, because like every other survivor known to man, she's going to every single pallet, and she's going to use it however she can to escape my grasp. And this is what I said, hate. Because guess what? She's going to go to every single kind of way to escape from me. And this is legit what she's going to do. She's just going to keep running until her buddy eventually gets all the generators and, you know, she legit doesn't have to do crap. Now this is why I like to stalk, and you know what I mean? And like kill them, because guess what? It makes it to where I actually get a chance to stab them. However, if there are 1,000 million pallets in my way, I cannot do anything against them, because guess what that means? Like, what she's doing now is really ticking me off, because, well, she's teabagging in front of me. That if you guys don't know what in Dead by Daylight that means, it means one thing. It means, haha, you can't kill me, you have to go around, and I get to get away from you. You basically suck at Dead by Daylight. That is what that usually means. And as usual, as killers, we get pissed off about it. And frankly, who wouldn't? I mean, come on. If anyone did that to you in real life, like, you're gonna get ticked off to the point where you want to just, you know, to just punch them in the face. Now, here's the problem. I lost the person I was chasing. Now, if I find this other person, stalk them, and down them, that would be good news for me because of one thing. That means I have a chance at killing somebody before they get to their last generator and try to get out. But as usual, somehow they are completely invisible, and they can just escape my sight, or they go down a way even I didn't think they would go down because, well, number one, the generate... I found the hatch, so at least that's a good sign. I actually know where the hatch is now. Now, like I said, as the killer, I suck at finding the hatches because of this reason. Now, if I had to guess what they're going to try to do, one of them is probably trying to heal herself, so that way the mangled effects of my Butcher perk don't take effect on her, while the other one tries to do the last generator. However, since I don't know where these people are, it's probably going to be kind of hard. The thing that what I do is see how they're outlined, the generators, for me. this is kind of what I do. I sit, wait a little bit, see which people are on the generators. I go with screen to go look around, see what I can find, and then eventually I just stab them. However, that's when the chase begins. And like I see now, somebody is trying to do this generator all the way back here. Now, normally killers would take their time, sneak up, stalk, and, you know, do the one hit. However, with me, I want to try to at least get a little closer and, you know, stalk like that. However, sometimes like this, somehow they know I'm instantly here, and they'll start the run. And then they'll start the run, and then, you know, all this crap happens. And then I knife her, and then we go back to square one. The good thing is, there's her little buddy. Now, all I have to do is try to find her buddy before, you know, she gets any ideas about doing the thing is about survivors is, if somebody's on this hook, they're not going to let them die unless they have to. And here's the thing, since she needs one more generator to get out, she can find the hatch. However, I know where the hatch is. And here's the problem too, I think she's seen it too, and she's just gonna wait for her teammate to die, so that way she has a chance to run to the hatch. And here's the problem, she died. She failed. You failed. Now, granted, I'm not a sword killer. If I lose, I lose. How I lose, though, is very, very, very mysterious sometimes. And as you can see, like I usually do, when it comes to the final killer, the survivor, I try to shut the hatch so that way they can't escape. Bye-bye. And I usually do this because I like just to use the killer's ability to show I'm taunting. Now, here's what I like about Scream. His way to play the game actually makes it to where you have to work for that win. So at least it's easy in a way to learn. Excuse me. Now, like I said, the one thing I do want to get is this, because I'll explain in a second, but you'll see why it's so important once I explain it. Fortunately, I can't get that little upgrade of a perk. But what I can do is this. We're going to trade our sloppy one for this. So what the bamboozle does, since you guys can't read what I can see easily, is your vault speed over objects, meaning like, windows or doors or anything, windows generally. Windows make it to where your vault speed is 5% faster. Now, to you that might not be a lot, but for the killer, it makes a huge difference. However, the entity can block the vault location for 8 seconds. aka meaning, if you vault over that, guess what? The buddies of those people can't use it for 8 seconds, which is actually pretty cool. I'll save that. That actually looks like it would be really, really handy. Okay, we're gonna take this because when you're crouching, you need to be able to sprint at least a little bit. I don't know if I should take this or if I should wait till at least I get a couple of purple perks for this killer. Because of number one, this killer does take time, and it is very rare to even do the last kill Mori with him. Because, like I said, most games with Scream, it takes a lot of practice. Mostly practice. So I won't do that yet. I might wait to save that. We'll do this one to get more blood points. Oh wait, hang on. We're gonna cancel the match. I forgot I said I was gonna do different killers every time. Unless anyone wants me to stay as the killer. Or maybe I might do him one more match and do his Mori, but I don't think I would do very well at it, so I won't do it. Okay, so we did the Legion, we did Ghostface, you know what, really, because since I'm really feeling, vigorous, how about we just do Michael Myers? We'll do all people who have knives right now, because I feel like that would be the most helpful at this moment. Second part is, most of the Moris he's got in there are pretty decent. For any of you that are probably asking me right now, no, I mean, yes, I do use Michael Myers, but since new characters were coming out, I was kind of spacing them out a little bit. Michael Myers used to be my one person I would actually go to. Oh, so what this does makes it to where, once the gates are powered, there is a dull totem remaining on the map. The hex is applied to it. While this hex is activated, survivors suffer from exposed status effects, meaning like mostly their auras and stuff are shown more easily. And your movement speed is decreased by 2%. 2% is not really that good. I don't see why I should take it. Okay, see, this is a good one. This means if I find my obsession and I stab them or something and I let them get away, this makes it to where it makes me actually faster. Now, granted, that's probably not a good idea, but okay, so you become obsessed with one survivor, earn a token for each successful hit that is not dealt to the obsession. Each token grants a stackable of 5% decreased successful attack cooldown. You can earn up to 8 tokens. Attacking your obsession, however, will make you lose 3 tokens. Oh, that's so if I let my obsession escape, most of my time I get faster. Yet if I don't attack anyone that's not the obsession, aka meaning the person that it is required to be, I can easily, number one, get more ability to swing my power. Those are both kind of good, but let's see this one. Okay, I'd rather do this one because this makes it to where if I kill my obsessor, I make everyone else suffer something greatly, such as healing, repairing stuff. That makes it to where playing with your food makes it useless, but this one makes it to where, if you don't kill your obsessor, you gain more and more, killing time and all that. So I don't really know what would be good for this one. I guess playing with your food you should get rid of, because this makes it to where because this one only makes it to where your tokens are gone. You know what? Here, this is what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Since you don't really know who you're going after till you attack, I will get rid of this one and see how this plays out. If stuff doesn't go too well with this, I'll change it up and I'll modify it a little bit. Now, like I said, this makes it to where if you kill your obsession, everyone gets penalty on everything. To repairing generators, healing, and sabotaging speeds. That's a lot. Not even gonna lie to you, that's a lot. That means I'll probably be able to find them before they get a chance to do anything else. Now, granted, generators, when they get healed, guess what? That's bad for them. Now, here's the problem. If I had the green Mori of the skull, and I found my obsession, I could easily kill them. Now, like I said, this thing is going to be a problem, because this makes it to where if my obsession gets away, I get... Now, here's the problem. Like it says here, every time your obsession is hit, by you, you basically suffer consequences. So how about this? Let's just get rid of this and make it to where, you know what? We'll do this as a different time, but like, let's get rid of the playing with your food and give it me this. This makes it to where a bird will alert me if anyone is near me. And I know I'm talking about this a lot, guys, but building your character for your killers makes a lot of difference. I will say that. Because how you play as the killer affects your match. Now let's see. Anyway, so how about we get down to the business of add-ons? Okay, so we do want to be able to increase. Here's the problem with the killer's ability to see survivors for sometimes is that it's only for seconds. It can't just be for like, one whole minute or something, or until you stab them. That's what I hate. Okay, so the more I stalk the obsession, which is when I need to kill them, the more I'm tempted to get faster. Okay, Evil Within 1 reveals auras of survivors who have been stalked for at least 1 second. The problem is their duration is very, very low. Okay, so here's the problem with most of that stuff. It takes a while. We're gonna do this one because Evil Within 3 does take a while anyway. We are going to do. What's in the sacrifice category? Because really, we have to sacrifice people anyway. Okay, guys, so this is going to be the last match, because I technically don't know how long this video's been going on for, and my jaw's kind of been flapping for most of the beginning of Michael Myers, so let's just hope it didn't matter at all. Like I said, though, guys, I'm not going to talk for as long, like I said in the videos, because I think I've been doing a kind of a good job on this video, but, for Michael Myers' build, it really does matter because anybody you kill who is your obsession or anything like that with Michael Myers can either make him really fast or you have to stop him from killing his obsession to the last second because it could delay the match, it can forward the match. You never know, really. You really never know. So that's technically all I could do right there, was make it to where if we find our obsession, we kill her right off the bat so everyone has more penalty time and can't really do anything. Well, they can do stuff, just it's going to take a lot longer than expected. However, like I usually do as the killer, I'm not going to camp. I am not a camper. I will not camp the obsession just to get them to die. However, if I do see the obsession, I am basically going to go after them more than anyone else at the time, so that way I can, get them that penalty, and I can just, get to where I'm faster and a little bit better. I'm more maneuverable, as one would say. Tell you what, guys, I think I also have another way I could pick killers that will allow me to, be evenly matched on what killers I should be in what video and try the duration of each killer. I have a number system that I can do that I could set it to in my phone, and I can randomly select the numbers that each killer has. I set for them, and I'll write on a piece of paper. So that way, every time I roll the number, guess what? If it comes up to the number that killer is, I have to play at least one match with that killer. However, I will give me this: if it is a killer I cannot play then when I reshuffle it, I have to let that killer be in the next video, whether it be, you know, somebody as the trapper, the huntress, or the, you know, the nurse. The nurse is who I suck with repeatedly, so if I do ever get her, I hope it's on a good day of where I can actually use her. So, anyway, let's get on to the match then. Oh, it's this map. Now, if you're wondering why I say that right now, it's mainly because I do not like this map with any killer. Michael Myers, though, is an exception for me because, well, number one, Michael Myers can basically stalk you, get his evil within up, and, you know, everything's hunky-dory. However, there is a problem with that. It's because, number one, Michael Myers basically has no terror radius and evil within one. However, it does make him, like, you know, really slow. It makes him not being able to do a lot. So that's kind of the sucky part here. Like I said, I don't know who the obsession is until I attack. All I can really do is hope that I get my obsession in a couple of minutes here. Like, I'm kind of hoping it's this girl. So either A, no, it's not. So either A, I could kill her, or him, depending on what the character it is. So, you know, I can, you know, get it over with and everyone can get those, ah! You son of a gun! She flashed me! Well, she didn't flash me. What she did was she dropped firecrackers, so it kind of messes with my vision. Here's the other problem, guys, with this kind of map. It's very hard to see anything because it's so dark in some of the areas. And it doesn't get lighter until, like, some of the survivors do some of the, you know, stuff like this. I'm not trying to go after pallets or anything right now. I'm trying to kill some people, so that way at least some of them have been on the hook so I can kill them later in the game. I know she's not my obsession, but, I got no choice here. I gotta put somebody on a hook here. Now, I know somebody was here. I know what most of you are saying is I should probably just, if I do run into the obsession killer, but I should probably, you know, go for other people. I'm doing that. It's just that, well, if you go for your obsession, it makes the game a lot easier. Now, granted, you can't always find the obsession, but it's better to find him or her, get her killed, you know, and just be able to, you know, make the game a lot harder for the survivors. I see where that one survivor is, and I hope that it's my obsession. I can use my evil within 3 and be able to, you know, kill them and down them instantly. I'm pretty sure it's this person. Oh, come on. That's not my exception either. But where is he? Kind of what ticks me off sometimes, guys, is when you're trying to actually... look for a specific person, you go after somebody completely different. And I'm gonna make the use out of my evil within. Hi. Oh, they have that sprint, so I'm probably not going to be able to catch up to them. Oh, are you serious? I hit her, but I can't kill that. My evil within couldn't stay with me for at least a couple more seconds. Nice. Okay, so she's my obsession. I actually gotta make sure she dies. Because everyone else is, like, you know, injured, and they're trying to do, you know, all their crap. And here's the problem. I haven't put anyone or killed anyone on a single hook, so I gotta actually try to work for it this time. Like I said, not camping. I was circling around when I saw you get off that hook. Now, if I get a message or something from this, I swear I'm gonna text them back saying, hey, it's not camping if I see you get off the hook. Like I said, I'm not a camper. What I like to do, though, is make sure that, like, you know, when I put somebody on the hook, they're gonna stay on there at least for a little bit. Now, granted, some people might call that camping, but, like, I don't circle around them and talk them. No, what I do is I give them a chance. I just, you know, I circle back around to make sure that they're still, you know, on the hook. Because there are some people who care less about the people on the hooks, and they'll just go for themselves. Sexy part right now is, they just need one more generator. I haven't been able to kill my obsession, and everyone just keeps going. This is what sucks about Michael Myers, is that he is not good at a chase at all. He's so slow, and he just enjoys killing people too much to where he can't, you know, see who he's killing anymore. There are two generators that, you know, people can actually go for. There's the problem. I know which one people are probably going to try to go. Oh, well, there's three. Okay. Like I said, guys, I like Michael Myers. I like his ability. It's cool and all. The only problem is that, like I said, he's not good with the chase. He basically still has to go through pallets and people puking him and all that crap, and it's annoying as heck. However, if you can do it to where, if you could somehow turn the game around before anyone gets a chance to do anything else, it's pretty nice. Here's the problem, this person has a Bronco, and it's annoying as heck to be killing somebody with that ability. Like I said, I gotta stop them before they get the doors open. However, I feel like they're at this point to where this generator they're on is either almost done, or, you know... Now, they're probably going to go after their friend because they're like, oh, well, this killer hasn't been able to kill anybody or hook anybody, so we're probably safe at the time being. I should know this because I've actually played as the killer long enough to know what everyone here is probably thinking at the moment. guys, this is kind of what I mean. It's hard because everyone can basically run from you, and they can throw pallets down. You know there's no other way to do anything. That's what ticks me off. And I know most of them are going for that exit, which is probably why I should have saved my Evil Within 3 for when it came close to this. Yeah. Are you seriously trying to juke me? Are you trying to make me miss here? Because I will say this, you are very close, but no. I've had this trick done to me so many times, it's not even funny anymore. I know, we gotta go down. We gotta go this way. Now here's what I think. I think because she already got some progress done in this one, I don't think they're going to go down this other one. I bet by the time I get down here, they're gonna get her unhooked. Yep, called it. They're gonna get her unhooked, and then they're just gonna book it to the exit. Now I'm gonna try my hardest to get my Evil Within 3 up. Like I said, that's the sucky part. Is that Michael Myers takes a lot of patience. And now many of you are probably telling me, Dark, why don't you just wait by the exit? Because you know that's where they're gonna try to go. True, but that doesn't mean they won't try to go for the other exit if they know that this part's gonna be probably hard to get past. Which I highly doubt that they're just gonna try to open the other gate, but most people I've seen have done that. Yeah, they unlocked the other gate. Because it's either unlock the other gate or go for that exit, and I doubt this last person's gonna, you know, go for the hatch or anything like that, because even I don't know where it's at. Yep, they opened the other door. I don't know where this person is, so yeah, I kind of lost this one. See what I mean? I'm not good with Michael Myers. I'm not. I'm only good with him when he's on a small map, but I know what I'm expecting out of my game. And here's the problem with being the killer: the people don't know how much of a level you are, and here's the other problem: they don't know how much of a, you know, of a higher level you are. Alright guys, so this is where we're gonna end the video. Hope you liked it. Hope you subscribe. Hope you want me to do more Dead by Daylight videos and try to do more of them in the future. And I will talk to you all later. Peace out.